What's cracking, people? Luis back here with Green Zebra Gardening. I'm working from home today. I haven't done anything with my hair, so don't hate on that. But I am back. I just posted, as of the time of the shooting, 4 days ago, I posted the video of setting up the Subpod Mini and the grow bag, the smart pot. I came home last night just to, for kicks and giggles, decided to check on it. When I checked it, I found a lot of steam coming from it, and I realized that, hey, this sucker might be hot. So let me show you what I mean. Alright, so here we have a thermometer, a compost thermometer. Ooh, I've had for a minute. This is the Subpod Mini. If you want to watch how I set this up, it was really easy. Set this up a few days ago on Monday. Today is Thursday. I'm gonna remove the mat. Oh, there we go. Got it. So we've got a few holes, and that's when I actually probed it with thermometer last night. It was about 7:30. Last night it was steaming. You probably could see it better then because it was darker. But here we go. Oh, we see that temperature rising. And it does feel warm to the touch, not horribly hot, but it's just on top. But here we see it, what is that, maybe 110? It's in between the 100 and the 120. So looking at about 110. And then last night, it, as I was pulling out the thermometer, steam would come out of the exact spot, so it was kind of venting, and so I think it was helping. I did hop onto IG Live, but at that point it was kind of dark, and so you really couldn't see anything. I actually had to bring over one of the lights, the solar lights, to actually be able to even see the screen. So that one's at about the same. Push it all the way down and see what it does. So it's actually gotten up a little higher, closer to 120. So after I did the live, I hopped online, I hopped on Google just to see, oh yeah, look at all that steam. Just to see at what temperature the worms would basically be dead. And that was about 90 degrees. Now, Fahrenheit. Oh yeah, that's like really freaking hot in there. Wow. We see the smoke, or the, what do you call it? The vapors, the steam. That's what I'm looking for. But this is, once again, if you didn't see that video, so when I set this up and what I put in here, I will link that below. But the basic gist is, this brown stuff is mushroom substrate. The brown stuff is coffee, and of course there's food scraps in there, and there were worms. But according to Google, I killed them about 30 degrees ago. So I don't know if they're gonna survive, but if this is providing this kind of heat and this kind of decomposition without even needing the worms, that might actually be even better. Because generally with compost, you want to have a bigger bin, because that mass is what's going to help you break this stuff down. It's what's going to help it get hotter. Obviously it also depends on your mix, so I think it's a combination of, it's a decent size. I'll put the link to the description or over to the Subpod Mini page on the Subpod page on the website. That way you can see the sizes. It's basically, I think, like a foot by a foot, maybe a little bit, tiny bit bigger. But I think it obviously has to do with the kind of mix. If you get the right mix in here, then I don't know that it matters as to what size, or what size the compost quote unquote pile is. But at this point I'm mixing it in. This might actually help cool it down. Oh yeah, look at all this. Oh, this is a pumpkin that I bought from somebody on Instagram. She does local farmers markets, and this was a pumpkin that was set up to use as a fall table decoration. And after about a week, it started to break down. You know, she made a hole in the middle, put some flowers in it. It was really pretty. It looked good for about a week. And then we noticed that there was water leaking. We realized that it was a pumpkin. And so I composted all of it. We had a couple of them. So I went ahead and did that. But if anything, if it doesn't work as a worm bin, it's a pretty dang good way of setting up just a regular compost bin. Because I mean, this has only been, we set this up on Monday, so we'll say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, basically only about 2.5 days, 3 days. Oh, I spilled some there. And there was a pumpkin right on top, and like right in the middle. Here we go, you can see some of the flowers in there. And it's actually doing, oh, see, there we go. And so it's pretty much, I think she tied them. No, she didn't tie them. Oh, and so I do have some broken down or shredded paper in here as well. And that's basically this whole video. I mean, this is just crazy to me. So far, I am very happy with the Subpod. Like I said, even if it doesn't do, I know it's only been a few days, even if it doesn't do it as a worm bin, apparently it's doing something right. And I think I may have locked that on this first round. Obviously, it does help that I have the mushroom substrate. It does help that I have the materials, I don't know what you call it, the green materials, the kitchen scraps, and I do have the coffee grounds. I do have plenty of coffee grounds. So there we go. I'm gonna zoom out a little. So then I think that's gonna be a winning combination for me. What was the other thing? So the only thing that may be able to save the worms is if they basically move out into this area, because this area around it is just straight potting soil. There's nothing else there. So I know it's not, see, with here, we have the temperature in here, and this one's only saying about, what is this, 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And so they can easily survive in that. So if it gets too hot for them, then they can just move out there. Let's turn this. But there's no food for them out there. And so this guy is going back up pretty quickly, actually. I don't know how well you can see that on there. It's already up at 110. Just under 110. So, you know what? As long as it gets the job done, I don't care. Whether it's worms or not. With worms, you just need to buy them once, maintain them, keep them happy, and they will multiply on their own. And I did read somewhere, I heard somewhere, that worms do help regulate their own populations based upon the area that they're in. So if they're in an enclosed space like this, then they know not to have too many kids. I'm paraphrasing and kind of guessing here. No, I haven't done any research directly myself, but that's what I heard somebody say. And so we're gonna go with that. I will check that out, but again, if I don't need the worms, and I'm just gonna let it do its thing, compost. And if it's doing it this quickly, I can probably pump out some stuff very quickly, and top the beds, fill some containers, and keep growing. But this video, at least this clip, is already 8 minutes long. Don't want to make it too long, but go ahead and click the like button, hit the subscribe button for any kind of updates on this and anything to do with the garden in general. I will go ahead and take a bunch of pictures for posting over on IG. But that's pretty much it, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Hi, just wanted to add on to the end of the video. I was telling Iram from Instagram, It's Time to Garden, about the situation, and this is what she had to say about it.
Okay, so remember that you have a vermicompost. It's not a hot compost. I believe that worms can die above 80 Fahrenheit. So if it's at 130 right now, it'd probably be best that you aerate it a little bit and maybe empty it out a little bit. But that would be your decision